Definitely didn't get naked on purpose. Psh. Nice. Our clothes are all dry. Does that mean we like swim the whole way? We're officially dating Pug. What you're telling me Mid knows where we are?
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
We're too weak.
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not.
Also facts.
Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
Is there, besides a dragon or something like a guardian,
The
is there going to be
Aeneia
anything
is
else?
at the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's go home and find one.
I have faith.
Ash will have to wait.
I don't know what this is. Alright.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two.
Mm-hmm.
She's always been partial to a tall tale.
If only it was one.
And then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Aeneia, she was in urgent need of
Well, I
repair.
mean, he kind of did.
And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
Seriously?
The plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua.
Bro, I love Joe for that power.
It.
It's kind of lit.
You need anything, you just ask.
Thank
we might
you.
not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness we've got in spades.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not
Yeah,
nearly
I
as
bet.
well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
I'm the one you're
And what
always
would you have had me
casting.
do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness.
Scary.
Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas.
Oof.
I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Perhaps. Oh, he was in the middle of talking, I think. Nameless slums. Oh, that who I think it is. It's Dion.
What is this place?
Nameless slums. I don't know if that's its name or what.
Don't move.
Scary. Ooh, fancy.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Oh, fresh. Fancy.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault.
Yeah, kind
my
of.
sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I
Damn,
have
people are
nothing
really
to-
against using
I
your
know,
potions.
but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
Obviously. And just walks away. I meant her, not him,
You're going
by the way.
then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
She's like, what, you're not hungry? Come on, man.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Oh.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few. But I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
Always.
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place there won't seem
Wait,
to look.
you're gonna come with?
And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
Oh, okay.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk
He
to Karen
doesn't know
about
anything.
supplies for the
I already
journey.
did.
They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Alright.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated.
Yikes.
We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't
That's
find
kinda
it
crazy.
on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
At least a little.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair.
Oof.
But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Fair enough.
Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas,
Oh.
and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash.
And that's crazy.
And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the
That's
realm.
crazy.
Note that this was in the year 843,
Okay.
and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later,
So he's like
quite
60.
untouched by time.
That's kind of crazy.
Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible
Yeah,
and
seriously.
made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash.
But you didn't tell me
Much of the
anything that I know.
continent has already been
Didn't know.
lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now,
She has?
if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Ooh.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back
Obviously.
to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Oof.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now.
Probably.
I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I thought you were the captain. I'm confused now. I wonder if we'll get there without any issues.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Always. I mean, except for me. Actually, I mean, kind of not really, but still.
I have no reason to assume other.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
You must.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us. Though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise.
The ill hole.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot.
Oh, okay.
I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going.
Oh.
And a scout. Preferably a good one.
Preferably.
Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do.
Ooh.
Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us
That
off
would
at the
be
Shadow
nice.
Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name.
As if.
But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill.
Maybe not
The
smiling.
Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe.
Bug.
You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Sounds good. Do we have to go down the elevator?
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Okay,
Of course.
I'm leaving. You could have just told me. Seriously, some Star Wars music. But it does have its own spin.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell?
No.
Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
And that's it. That was the word that you couldn't have just told me. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, everything isn't blocked out. That's the first. Yes, all of the side missions I thought they would all be inside, but I didn't want to do them anyways because it still takes forever.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
It could.
Then so be it.
Thank you. So edgy.
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Yeah, you're here.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
No. Are they supposed to be laughing?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. What falls in ash?
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
No, wasn't.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
I think we're gonna ignore it. Or run through
Remember
it.
what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
I wish.
Quiet.
And ignore you guys.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a Kashik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Okay, I think I did kill most of them. That guy probably just survived because he was far. Hey guys, we're just gonna ignore you, I'll be honest. We don't have to fight everything. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, that actually did so much damage. That's like extra. Wait, were they supposed to do something? I was expecting to do the counter, so imagine my surprise when I did it. Interesting. Okay, apparently I need to do that like a way earlier because I didn't let him go in the red, but what was that? But yeah, it didn't work out very well. It just kept going. Nice. Okay, I was not expecting that. Maybe the orcs are just really strong.